Hello guys, it's Zed and I'm back with another video. It's a versus matchup between Naruto from Naruto franchise versus Tatsumaki from the One Punch Man series. For the sake of the video, I'll be going over all their stats and abilities and how they will interact with each other during the battle. Please do watch to the end of the video as I really went into detail on how the fights will play out, as well as answering some contentious questions. First off, let's start with Tatsumaki. Also known as the Tornado of Terror, she's the S-Class Rank 2 superhero, an Esper. Her most notable abilities include Psychokinesis, which is the supposed ability to move objects by mental force alone. She has shown this ability repeatedly throughout the series. Next up on her abilities is Flight. This should be self-explanatory. Tatsumaki uses Psychokinesis to levitate and fly through the air at high speeds. Up on her abilities is Psychic Barriers. Tatsumaki can erect barriers that varies in size for defense, as well as being able to invert and add another layer to the barrier in order to trap any target within it, making it hard if not impossible to escape. She can also maintain these barriers while unconscious. Another ability she possesses is Chi Manipulation. This ability allows her to immobilize and cause discomfort to a person by bending his or her life force, although this power is less effective against people with strong willpower. She also possesses Psychic Whirlwind. This is an anti-psychic technique. By making her psychic signals move in circles around her, Tatsumaki can create whirlwinds capable of harmlessly redirecting or deflecting psychic attacks. She also has some level of sensory abilities, at least in the range of her psychic powers. These are just the abilities I found worth mentioning for Tatsumaki. Now onto her stats. Her AP is kind of tricky as she doesn't fight hand to hand. As an Esper, she mainly fights with her abilities. Luckily, those can be scaled. During Saitama's fight with Boros, she was able to heavily damage Boros' ship, which its durability has been scaled to multi-continental. Also, in her fight with Psychos, she was able to clash with Psychos' beams, which could output multi-continental levels of energy, and when completely focused, was capable of overpowering and dismantling Psychos, even on the cellular level. Her durability should be relative to her AP on some Newton's third law type shit, but just to be specific, she was able to withstand full attacks from Psychos as stated earlier. Her stamina, while impressive, isn't anything too special. She's able to fight for some hours before reaching her limits. Now onto her speed. She has been shown to be relativistic given the ease at which she is shown reacting to Psycho's beams at the distance she did. There's no other evidence or statements to put her in here, so I'm going to leave her relativistic. That should be all for Tatsumaki, at least for the purpose of this battle. Now onto Naruto. I'll be using the version from the last in his fight against Toneri. His abilities includes Flight. He is able to fly upon gaining Sage of Six-Pack power. Another of his abilities is cloning. Naruto is able to use this ninjutsu to create clones of relative power to himself. And keep in mind, he can create thousands of such clones. Naruto also possesses different variations of the Rasengan. If you know Naruto, you know this is one of his go-to techniques. He has also used and made different variations over the years. Naruto using Sage mode has been shown to have excellent sensory capabilities. In Sage of Six Paths mode, this is heightened as it's able to send beings from another dimension entirely, which is pretty impressive. Naruto, being a shinobi, also possesses stats amplification. Naruto can use his chakra to amp his physical stats as well as his abilities. Naruto also possesses very impressive levels of regeneration as long as he has a good amount of chakra left. He has been shown with growing entire organs and limbs. For his AP, without diving too deep, he has Rasen Shuriken, which in its base use can cause cellular damage and destruction. We have seen him being able to dish out multi-continental plus levels of attack when he vaporized Madara's Chibaku Tenseis with ease. KCM2 Naruto could also output continental levels of destruction with his Biju Bomb without even trying to destroy the continent. It was done pretty casually. He is also able to fight and overpower Toneri, who was going to blatantly destroy the earth and make a new one, and Naruto won via one-shots. He was also able to damage and temporarily overpower characters like Kaguya, who has multi-planetary to solar system levels of power at the minimum. He then goes on to gain another half of Kurama, amping him further. Just a reminder for people who don't know, you don't have to destroy a planet to be considered planetary. If you can harm people who can destroy a planet, the said character will also be regarded as planetary, or at least having planetary AP. For his durability, he should scale to his attack potency, just as I did with Tatsumaki. But just to delve into more detail, he is capable of tanking his own Biju bombs and Rasen shurikens, with damages at the cellular level. In his fight with Toneri, he was able to tank an attack that split the moon straight on the face with relative ease and with no signs of damage. For the most part, his durability should scale to people or higher than the character's AP I mentioned before. In the case of stamina, Naruto is really a tank in this department, being able to fight top tiers in his verse for days straight while protecting and amping several thousand shinobi with Grandma's chakra. Now onto the speed department. A clone with the use of Sage mode was able to react, dodge and counter the third Raikage, who is well between the light speed to FTL ranges. Also, a newly acquired KCM1 Naruto was able to dodge a version 2 Cloak Raikage, who is also between the ranges of light speed to FTL. Naruto then goes on to gain multiple arms in KCM2 and Sage of 6-part mode, and another half of Kurama later on. That should put him solidly in the light speed to FTL, at least on low ball. So, just looking at these feats and scaling, it should be already clear who is edging towards victory. But I want to answer some questions that people might have about this matchup. People would say Tatsumaki can hold Naruto in place or keep him at a distance and damage him through her abilities, and that would be very true for any normal character beneath the level of her hacks. Unfortunately for her, Naruto doesn't fall in that category. Her Esper abilities are no absolute, as she's shown taking damage even with her abilities activated. Her abilities have also been shown to have little to no effects on characters that are stronger than her, and her hacks, as shown in the altercation with Saitama, which Naruto is at least at the time of this video. Characters who are faster than her to a good degree should also be able to blitz her before she can put up her defenses, which Naruto also is. People tend to downplay the sheer difference between light speed and relativistic speed, but there's actually a good gap there for the character of lower speed to get blitzed. You can verify this yourself too. Tatsumaki also being able to attack on the cellular level is also not that effective against Naruto, as he can tank his own Rasen shurikens and goes on to tank truth-seeking balls, which can attack you on a deeper level in the case of your soul. With all this in perspective, Tatsumaki really has no real way of damaging Naruto with her abilities, with Naruto having the speed and power advantage as well as the ability to take her down. Naruto takes the W on this one, I'm sorry. If he doesn't, he can always use Sock no Jutsu. If you've enjoyed the video or think I made some interesting points, please do subscribe, as it helps me and the channel. If you liked what I said, drop a like, a comment and hit the sub button. If you didn't like what I said, still subscribe and comment your points and I'll be sure to answer. Also, please check out my social media pages as I'm active on there. The link will be in the description. And also check out my other video. With that out of the way, goodbye and I'll see you in the next one.